In a year, we probably spend $300,000, sometimes more, just on clothing.
I have concocted a lot of schemes in my day of getting back at people, but this one right here, it's the crown jewel.
Everybody has issues they're dealing with, whether you're dealing with issues with your children or your family members, or we all have something that we're dealing with.
In Atlanta, Todd and Julie Chrisley, who starred in the reality series Chrisley Knows Best, were convicted of federal offenses such as bank fraud and tax evasion. The reality TV star's trial did not come to a satisfactory conclusion as they had hoped. Todd and Julie Chrisley, the show's principal characters, are currently embroiled in a protracted legal dispute over allegations of bank fraud and other matters as USA Network prepares for season 9 of the reality series Chrisley Knows Best, which just debuted its first teaser. Before they became reality TV stars, the Chrisleys were accused of borrowing $30 million in fraudulent bank loans, which the government claims they used to finance their expensive lifestyle and spending. Are you interested in learning everything there is to know about the trial's exact events? Then stick with us to the very end of the video to learn all about it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to avoid missing any future videos like this. When it comes to the subject at hand, the Chrisleys were initially charged in August of last year. A new indictment was submitted in February of this year. Todd and Julie Chrisley were found guilty by a federal jury after a 3-week trial of conspiring to defraud community banks of more than $30 million in phony loans. The jury also found Peter Tarantino, the couple's accountant, and Todd and Julie Chrisley guilty of a number of tax offenses, including plotting to deceive the IRS. Peter Tarantino was convicted of filing 2 false corporate tax returns on behalf of the Chrisleys business, and the Chrisleys were found guilty of tax evasion. Julie Chrisley was also found guilty by the jury of wire fraud and obstructing the course of justice. According to U.S. Attorney Ryan K. Buchanan, the jury determined that Todd and Julie Chrisley engaged in numerous fraud schemes over a period of years, and their accountant Peter Tarantino filed fake business tax returns on their behalf. White-collar criminals who break the law will continue to be the subject of serious investigation and prosecution by this agency and our partner agencies. According to Carrie Farley, special agent in charge of the FBI's Atlanta office, according to today's outcome, justice is blind to fame, wealth, and position when you lie, cheat, and steal. The conviction of guilt on all counts for these 3 defendants immediately demonstrates once more that financial crimes do not pay when motivated by greed. To avoid assessing and paying the Chrisleys' income taxes, Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley and their CPA, Peter Tarantino, conspired. The IRS Criminal Investigations Special Agent in charge, James E. Dorsey, claims the Chrisleys and Tarantino were aware that the law on taxable income and who must file and pay taxes is unambiguous. These convictions should send a clear message that everyone will be held accountable for paying their fair share of taxes, regardless of their popularity or notoriety. The allegations and other facts given in court, according to U.S. Attorney Buchanan, is that Todd and Julie Chrisley plotted to defraud neighborhood banks in the Atlanta, Georgia region in order to receive more than $30 million in personal loans before they became reality TV stars. The Chrisleys, with assistance from their former company partner, provided falsified audit reports, personal financial records, and bank statements in order to collect millions of dollars in phony loans. The Chrisleys then used the money to purchase expensive cars, trendy clothing, real estate, and travel while repaying previous illegal loans with fresh ones. Todd Chrisley declared bankruptcy and walked away from more than $20 million of the loans that were obtained fraudulently after squandering all the money. The evidence also demonstrated that Julie Chrisley again fabricated financial records and misled real estate brokers in 2014, while Todd Chrisley was facing bankruptcy procedures in order to get a luxurious rental home in Los Angeles, California. The Chrisleys stopped paying rent as soon as they started renting the home, and the owners sued to evict them. The Chrisleys were the star of their own reality series, which was filmed in Atlanta and then in Nashville around the time Todd Chrisley declared bankruptcy. According to the evidence presented at trial, Todd and Julie Chrisley, together with their accountant, Peter Tarantino, planned to swindle the International Revenue Service when they were making millions from their TV show. Do you like the information so far? Then go ahead and hit the like button right away. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well and share it with all of your friends. The Chrisleys ran a loan-out business throughout the conspiracy, using the money they made from their program and other business dealings in the entertainment industry. Todd Chrisley owed $500,000 in back taxes, but the Chrisleys only opened and maintained corporate bank accounts in Julie Chrisley's name to avoid having to pay them. The Chrisleys moved ownership of the corporate bank account to Todd Chrisley's mother one day after the IRS requested details regarding bank accounts in Julie Chrisley's name in an effort to further conceal Todd Chrisley's income from the IRS. Todd Chrisley ran the loan-out business behind the scenes and managed the money for the entire time. The Chrisleys neglected to file tax returns or pay any taxes for the tax years 2013, 14, 15, and 2016, while making millions of dollars and avoiding Todd Chrisley's unpaid back taxes. In spite of the fact that he had not submitted or paid his personal income tax returns for years, Todd Chrisley once falsely stated in a radio interview that he paid between $750,000 and $1 million in federal income taxes annually. Additionally, Tarantino was found guilty of submitting 2 fictitious corporate tax forms for the loan-out business, which fraudulently stated that the business had no revenue and no dividends in 2015 and 16. Julie Chrisley was ultimately found guilty of obstructing justice, and she produced a false document in response to a grand jury subpoena after becoming aware of the grand jury inquiry to make it seem as though the Chrisleys had not lied to the bank about giving Todd Chrisley's mother control of the loan-out company's bank account. In order to obstruct the grand jury's investigation into her and her husband and prevent prosecution, Julie Chrisley provided this paper. Julie's attorney, Steve Friedberg, told ET that the Chrisleys are devastated and unhappy with the conviction and will be pursuing an appeal. Julie and Todd are so appreciative of the support and love provided by their family, friends, and fans, the statement to ET said. Both of them are steadfast in their faith and vow to keep up the battle until they're righted. They have their priorities straight and are presently focused on Todd's mother, Elizabeth Faye Chrisley, and their children. It felt odd that the USA Network opted to release the first trailer for the new season of Chrisley Knows Best during the Georgia trial, even though they had no idea how things would pan out, because the season had been taped before the most recent legal troubles. Chrisley Knows Best hasn't been cancelled as of yet, and according to sources, The Hollywood Reporter was informed that the most recent episode was shot prior to Todd and Julie's trials in May. Around this time, the USA Network announced the 10th season of Chrisley Knows Best. A separate source told TV Line that although USA Network had previously stated that the upcoming season would air later in 2022, production had not yet begun. Growing Up Chrisley, a spin-off series featuring Chase and Savannah living in Los Angeles, received a 4th season. Additionally, Todd will host a brand new dating show called Love Limo on E! In 2019. On October 6, 2022 at 9:30 a.m., Todd and Julie Chrisley and Peter Tarantino will each receive their sentences. The FBI and IRS criminal investigation are looking into this issue. Thomas J. Krepp and Annalise K. Peters, 2 assistant U.S. attorneys, are in charge of the prosecution. This video's come to an end though. Let us know in the comments section what your views are about the case. Give this video a like and share it as much as possible if you enjoyed watching it. Also, do subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Bye! See you in the next video.